Hey everyone, we are here with the latest intel and analysis on what may be happening behind the scenes with the long-awaited revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. As we know, Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani is currently on a tour across the United States, meeting with President Biden, U.S. officials, the UN General Assembly, and others. While on the surface this appears to just be formal state visits and discussions around U.S.-Iraq relations, some believe there is a deeper significance when it comes to the Iraqi dinar revaluation. From the information coming from my contacts in country, it seems Sudani is using this U.S. tour as an opportunity to get all of the necessary pieces in place for the dinar revaluation to finally move forward upon his return to Iraq. We know the revaluation impacts global currency markets, so getting the green light and coordination from the U.S. as the world's largest economy is likely a prerequisite. As an example, during his visit to the UN General Assembly, Sudani stated that Iraq has emerged from a difficult era and is now open for investment and economic revival. To me, this is a signal that the groundwork is being laid for the stronger, revalued dinar to be rolled out soon. One key piece of intel that caught my attention relates to the scheduling for issuance of Iraq's new sovereign bonds and securities on the global markets. From my sources, it appears the plan is for these new financial instruments to be launched in late October or early November. Connecting the dots, it makes sense that they would want to complete the reinstatement at a fair valuation of the dinar currency before issuing the new bonds. Otherwise, they would be devaluing these important securities right out of the gate. So if the new bonds are scheduled for late October, early November, we can theorize that the dinar revaluation needs to be done and dusted by then. This circles back to Sudani's current movements, getting the final approvals on the international stage as the deals are inked behind closed doors. Another factor lining up with this timeline, Prime Minister Sudani would clearly want to be back home in Iraq for the momentous occasion of actually pulling the trigger on the reinstatement. Despite earlier thoughts that he may just revalue the dinar during his travels, I now think it makes much more sense for him to complete all the necessary negotiations and approvals, and be in Baghdad when it happens. Just my opinion, but I can't see Sudani wanting to miss that historic moment and event for the birth of a new, stronger Iraqi economic era. It would make a powerful media spectacle and statement of lasting leadership for him. So in summary, whether you want to call it the revaluation, reinstatement, or simply the RV, all the moves by Sudani seem to be lining up the final pieces for this to happen fairly soon upon his return from the U.S. tour. The bond prospectus schedules, coupled with his likely desire to be in country when it happens, gives us a loose but plausible window of late October through early November for this repeatedly kicked down the road event to finally unfold. Of course, nothing is guaranteed until that TV announcement is made, but I are feeling very hopeful that Sudani's meetings represent the endgame maneuverings for the global approvals required to get this done. We'll have to see what unfolds when he arrives back in Baghdad in the coming days and weeks. As always, I'll keep sharing any other solid intel that surfaces. What are your thoughts on the recent developments? Let me know in the comments below.